Good morning. Man, we've had some beautiful weather this past week. I hope you've gotten to enjoy it, and I hope you're just doing great out there. You know, I come in the afternoon, sometimes about 5 o'clock before dinner, and I've started doing something that I think you will tell me I'm really crazy for doing. I've started watching an old show called The Love Boat. I get a lot of fun out of it because you see actors that you've seen in so many different shows coming in to play bit parts on that and to have a role in that episode or something. And it's interesting to see those stars, old stars that you've seen before in other shows. It's also interesting to watch the plot because people come on to the Love Boat and they all have some problem with their relationship. Kitty and I have been married for 42 years. And I would love to tell you that we've never had a fight, that we've never gotten on each other's nerves, that we've never had problems that we had to work through. But that would be a lie, because we all have issues. The thing about the Love Boat is, if you get on the Love Boat, no matter what your problem is when you get on it, by the time you get off it, you're back madly in love, or you're back in your relationship with your children. Whatever the issue is, that cruise has solved it. And it would be really nice if that's the way things worked in real life. You know, the Apostle Paul in Ephesians writes to us in chapter 5 and talks to us about husbands and wives and the relationship that we need to have. As I look at the problems or the issues that have happened in life, I think both of these things would have solved those problems. But they're very difficult to do, especially in today's times. Listen to what Paul has to say. Verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves to your husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is head of the wife, as Christ is head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. It's a tall order, isn't it, ladies? Guys, what you have to do is even tougher. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by the washing with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church, without stain or wrinkle or any blemish, but holy and blameless. In this same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one ever hated his own body, but he feeds and cares for it, just as Christ does the church. For we are members of his body. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. If you're in a relationship now and you're struggling with anything in that relationship, those scriptures probably seem really, really tough. But I believe they work. I believe that when we submit and love one another, as we submit to the church and as Christ loved the church, things tend to always work themselves out. Be safe. Stay well out there, and I'll have some more to say about the marriage relationship when we talk next time.